There, we are live. Not actually live, but like we are recording.
I was going to say we're
Welcome.
live.
My name is Dan,
My name is Lucy.
and this is Reality Check. Welcome.
I forgot my line.
Yeah. Super excited. It's that time of the year, the first Survivor season of the Survivor year, I guess is what I'm calling it. We've got Survivor 45 starting this Wednesday. So like soon in a
3
few days,
days.
this week, new Survivor. Not only that, brand new Amazing Race. Not only that, Big
We're
Brother is still
doomed.
going. This is an
We're doomed.
amazing. Yes, we are doomed. This is an amazing time for reality TV. With
Yeah.
like the writers' strike, I fully support the writers. They should get paid more than what they deserve, but like way more
Yes.
than what they deserve. Well, they deserve to be paid a lot, is what I'm saying. But like, you can never go wrong with
Yeah.
extra reality shows. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So we got
We
Survivor
love
45,
it.
Amazing Race 35,
Yes.
Big Brother 25. Wow, a lot of fives.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it ends in a 5, then...
Yeah. And Survivor and The Amazing Race are both doing 90-minute episodes, which is 3 hours between them, along with Big Brother, which is 3 hours a week. That's like 9
How long
hours a
until
week
we
of
fall out
reality
of
television.
sync with this?
But we are going to at least keep up with Survivor. Big Brother, let me tell you
Survivor
now,
is...
to anyone listening, we are already behind on Big Brother by at least like 2 or 3 weeks. Um,
Yeah, so for
Big Brother's
anyone
harder to
wondering what
catch
the
up with
current
though because
situation
it's
is,
like yeah,
yeah,
go
that's
ahead.
3 a week. But the current situation is Red just got
Yeah,
evicted.
we just saw Red
That's where
evicted,
we're at right
and
now.
we just saw Cameron win head of household. We're loving it,
Yeah,
but
go Cameron.
3 episodes a week is tough.
Yes, it's because of our time zones as well. I think if
Yeah,
we were both living like in the same place, like
yeah,
if I was just following you around all day and I had your free time,
uh-huh.
then we would do it. But the
Oh,
problem is
totally,
your free time tends to happen while I'm asleep.
exactly.
So,
So it's not that
yes,
easy. The plan for Reality Check is Survivor is our main priority. Um, Mainly
yes,
because it's my favorite. I don't know if it's your favorite, Lucy, but
it's my
um,
favorite too.
okay. But Survivor is main priority. But like that'll be our main discussion point. But if we're like, we'll talk about the stuff that we're up to date with. So like, if we're able to keep up with Amazing Race at the same time, we will also include a section about the Amazing Race. If we catch up to Big Brother and we're on pace with that, we'll talk about Big Brother. If there's another random reality show that happens to premiere that we don't know about right now that we want to watch, we will talk about it. Um, as for
Yes.
episodes, they will probably come out, I'm thinking Sundays, depending on the stuff, since there's a lot to watch. With that being said, for the like 2 fans out there, I don't think anyone's gonna be majorly offended if something comes up on a Monday rather than a Sunday. But we're gonna do our best. Reality Check
Yeah.
Season 3. This is the official part. I know we had some episodes for Big Brother, but this is the official start. Um, yeah. This is our cast assessment and draft episode. I believe I won the Survivor 44 stuff. Wait, no, you beat me in the first impression draft in Survivor 44. Heidi saved you. Um, but
Thank
this is
goodness for her.
but new season,
I
new
think
draft.
honestly,
Yeah,
at this point, I feel like we're working together to not pick someone that ends up going like
to
really far.
not pick the yeah.
Like
Just
the winner or should have been winner in
yeah.
my opinion. Anyway,
We we need our like as a team. Let's try to get the 3 finalists
let's try to
somewhere
have
in our
yeah,
draft. At
because it's
worst.
getting embarrassing at this point. Was it
Yeah.
2 of the final 6 we didn't draft
Yeah.
out of
And
18?
mhm. And there's only
Very
two. Yeah, we
embarrassing
only
for us.
we only don't draft 2 people. So like,
Hmm.
yeah, kind of tough. So new season, new cast. What do you think? How
Yeah.
do they look?
Well, they look far too happy. Um, I think every single one of them is absolutely beaming in that
Yeah.
photo.
That's
They
not bad.
don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
Do they know what's
you're right.
ahead of them?
Something I want to point out.
Yeah.
I want
go
to
ahead.
talk about our good friend Bruce. Now, Bruce is
Yeah.
we've seen in Survivor 44, and if you were to look at the group cast photo, Bruce's shirt is very wet, or maybe it's a shadow, but I think it's very wet. Maybe it's a shadow. I don't know.
Right.
Look at his shirt. It looks.
Maybe it's a shadow because look at the lady just in front of him.
Yeah, there are a number of
You
shadows
see?
there actually. So maybe not.
She's got the same.
Mhm.
What are you
Okay.
thinking? They like tossed him in the water or something?
I thought I
reenactment
thought
of
they
his-
like just did a challenge or something, and they're like, okay, we gotta take a group picture. But no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm starting to doubt that. It does look more like a shadow.
I think it's just shadow.
Okay, but yeah, Bruce is back.
Yeah, I feel like we have a yellow tribe, a green tribe, and a purple tribe.
We do not
I
actually.
don't know. Oh, do we not?
No, I'm sorry.
I was just looking at the colors that
Just
they were
looking at
wearing.
the
Is there a
colors?
green
Yeah.
one at least? Because I'm seeing a lot of
No.
green.
No.
Like the colors of what they're wearing in that.
Yes,
there's
and
no
that
green
those
tribe?
are there's not a green tribe.
There's-
The tribes
there's
we
no-
have, we have a red tribe, a blue tribe, and a yellow tribe.
Oh, primary colors.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, they've
That's
been,
cool. I like that.
Yeah. Survivor's been
Which
going
one
kind
is
of as a
Bruce on?
pattern. Bruce is on the blue tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. He feels like a blue kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was purple.
I don't know
in
why.
44, so I think
Yeah.
he's just kind of that area of colors.
He's got the
For some reason.
branding. Yeah. Purples
Bruce
and
branding.
blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like
I
the
guess-
bruise that was on his head after. Anyway.
I know there's a whole new cast to talk about, but while we're on with Bruce, what do you think about Bruce being back as soon as season 45 after everything that
Yeah,
happened in 44?
I mean, I think that's fair enough. They may as well just
Mhm.
throw him straight back in. Why not?
Sure.
I imagine, like, I don't actually know when they filmed this, but I imagine they'll have started filming this, like, well, it had to have been after, well,
So
I don't know, did 44 air before this
I
was filmed?
believe
I imagine it did,
44
but
at
just-
least started airing before this was. I don't because 45 was one
Yeah.
of the first ones, but I think they're pushing their filming areas back to like May, so it's like May through July, and
Right.
this started in like 44 started in February. So I think these
Right,
people are
yeah.
gonna know who Bruce is if they're fans of the show.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure they're fans of the show, or at least if they knew
Oh,
they were going
we've
on
had a lot
Survivor,
of
they will have at
superfans,
least watched
yeah.
the most recent season. Yeah, I mean, I think fair enough. They may as well like get him back in. I feel like if he waited a few more seasons, he'd probably have been forgotten about, and it wouldn't have happened. Like
Mhm.
this is a really niche reference, but Grosjean's Mercedes test. I feel like they needed to just do that immediately.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's now been forgotten, like it's been so long, everyone's just forgotten about it, and it's not going
Mhm.
to happen. It's like procrastinating, you know?
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
stick him in
Let's
the
put him out
game,
there. Yeah.
get it over with.
Mhm.
And you know what? Fair enough. And I think they're all just going to respect that he had absolutely no opportunity. It's not like he's got
He
an
hasn't
upper
played
hand
a ton,
knowing how
yeah.
it all works. The game that he played, he was probably worrying about his head the whole time.
Exactly. I don't think. Yeah, I think
We saw
people-
nothing of him.
He should not be seen as a huge threat. Like
Yeah, for sure.
he at best he knows how to like build shelters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he might have met a few of the camera crew.
Yeah. He's a little closer to Jeff than everyone else, but otherwise.
Yeah.
All right. So we've talked about Bruce. Is there anyone else just in
Yes.
that picture standing out?
The lady at the front with the long black hair kind of in the middle,
The
in
middle,
the green.
like the greenish dress, kind of the
Yeah, she looks
patterns.
extremely happy.
Yeah, I think I agree.
I'm literally just going on who looks the happiest.
Yeah, they're all putting on big smiles for this.
Yeah, they are a happy looking bunch. I feel like the guy in the purple shirts just below Bruce is gonna be like a fun character.
mhm.
Like
Yeah,
I
the
feel
Hawaiian
like they're
shirt.
gonna be someone who's like, yeah, they
Mhm.
seem like I don't know how to explain it, but like the Hawaiian shirt is giving like fun guy, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think that's
Like
the
I feel like there's
intention.
gonna be a lot to them.
Yeah. Okay.
hmm
Nice.
And we have the like nerd The guy in
Yep.
the
I
light
know
blue
exactly
shirts
which
in
one
the
you're
middle.
talking. Yep.
Yeah, I don't even need to say it.
Also, for I forgot for the huge audience we have right now, um, they
The
don't see anything
whopping.
we're looking at. Um, so if we're describing people on the cast, we are using the EW cast photo, which I believe is just the main cast photo. But
Yeah,
yeah,
they're all lined up on the beach.
yeah,
Bruce looks like he's got water on his shirt,
but it's just a shadow, I think.
but it's just a shadow, we think.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Um, yeah, adding to what you're saying. Um, yeah, no, I like the nerd guy. I like the other nerd guy too, just 2 people away from him.
Yes.
With the
The
flower shirt.
secondary nerd.
Yeah, the other nerd, secondary
Secondary.
nerd, nerd prime and nerd two,
Second in command. Nerd
second in
prime.
command nerd. Um,
No! Are they on the same tribe?
I doubt it.
Oh,
No, they're
they are
not.
not.
They're on opposing tribes.
Devastating. They've been
Uh,
robbed.
mhm.
They've been robbed.
Um,
Nerd Prime and his friend.
yeah. Um, Otherwise we got. Yeah, I mean, they all look pretty good. I almost wonder, like, some of them are squinting a lot. Are they like staring right at the sun for this photo? Like,
They probably are. Like as a social media admin myself, we have to make them face the sun. I
oh,
stand with
really?
my because I take the photo,
Hmm.
so I stand with my back to the sun so that the sun
Hmm.
shines onto them to give the best
Oh,
lighting.
yeah.
They will
Okay.
have obviously done this in Survivor.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, I don't have much else to add. It looks like a nice group. Um,
I want to add actually just looking at them
yeah, go
again.
for it.
Sorry, I feel like we've been looking at this picture forever now.
No.
The lady on the front left,
Okay.
with the red top,
Yep.
her tattoo reminds me of Carolyn's a little bit, like
Oh,
the flowery sleeve, like on the
yeah,
top
that
half of the arm.
sounds
Do you see what I'm
familiar.
going for?
Yeah.
Do we have Carolyn 2.0?
Carolyn 2.0. Well,
What
we'll
do we
see.
think?
We'll see. Yeah. All right. Well, this
Yeah,
looks like
they all
they
look
all,
very
yeah.
friendly. That's
Yes,
all I'm
they
gonna
do.
say.
They
They
do
they
look
are a
very
very
friendly.
friendly looking gang.
Um, yeah. Super excited for the season as always. But otherwise, I think it's time to talk about some drafts.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, reminder, this is our third time. This is our third season of Reality Check. Um, for the draft, we'll barely seeing the names and only seeing a picture of the cast of the group. We are each going to pick one person from each tribe for our first impression draft. So that means we'll each have 3 people. Um, of those 6 people, whoever makes it the farthest in the game wins the draft for their team. So, like, let's say I have 3 people. 2 of them are the first people out, but then one of them goes on to win the game. I still win the first impression draft because it was my person that made it the farthest.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how they do as a group. Whichever individual goes the farthest wins it for the team they're on. Along with that, after we do our first impression draft, we have the cast assessment draft, where Lucy and I will each pick 5 people after having read all of the interviews and stuff like that, and based on the placement they get, they'll get points, and our goal is to have the lowest score. So, like, if they're 18th place, they'll get 18 points. If they're 12th, 12, etc., and we'll add up all the points at the end. So 2 different types of draft. And if you did the math on that, that leaves 2 people out. So as a little bonus game, we haven't, we've just discussed this like early on in the episode. As a little bonus game, the 2 people that are not drafted, our goal is that neither of them can appear at Final Tribal Council. Um, yeah,
Teamwork. Teamwork.
that is the team game. We have
Yes.
to actively root against them, but this is because Survivor 43. Spoilers ahead.
Yeah.
Gabler was one of our non-drafts, and he went on to win. And then Survivor 44, we did not draft Carolyn, who who got third, was kind of robbed. And
Yeah.
then along with Carolyn, we
Jamie.
did draft Jamie, who got sixth place. All
Yeah.
of our non-drafts have made the merge, and
Yeah.
along with that, I believe they've all made the jury too.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, we're not great at avoiding people in this one. So we're not always great at telling who's going to do the best.
But that's the point. We literally
Yeah,
just
exactly.
look at their happy
We just-
little faces and we say,
exactly.
"I
We have
want
barely
that
anything
one."
to go off of, and that's like it's this draft is more just a little fun thing in addition. We barely even think about it
Yeah.
when we're watching the show.
Yeah.
Like-
We just have a little giggle whenever we come back here.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Anyways, we've looked at them as a group. We've looked at we have the photos with their names. We know which tribe each of them is on. Now we have to each draft one from each tribe.
Okay.
I'm
not gonna pick this person, but
So
like
we're gonna-
I'm wondering, out
Yeah.
of all of us, who is gonna end up with Nerd Prime?
All right. So we're gonna go ahead, and we did this for 44. We're gonna do a coin flip.
Alright.
Lucy, I will let you call it heads or tails.
Okay.
And-
Heads.
All right. And if it's heads, I'll let you choose whether you want to go first on the first one. Whoever doesn't go first for the first impression draft will go first for the cast assessment draft.
Ooh.
All right. You chose
okay.
heads. All right. Let me turn the volume up. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Oh. Normally it like makes a noise and says something. I don't
Siri
think you
was
heard
not
it
in
at
the
all.
mood.
Siri was just not in the mood, but Siri did choose heads. I
Siri's
will
having a-
screenshot it right now.
I
And
trust
maybe I'll
you,
put it on
don't
the
you
reality
worry.
check Instagram. So Lucy, up to you.
Oh,
You can go
I'm heads.
first.
Okay.
Yes, you're heads.
Okay, I normally pick tails. Right. I was like, don't worry, I trust you. Oh, I've won. Okay, I definitely trust you.
Yeah. So
Right.
if you go first in this one, you won't go first in cast assessment. But
Okay.
that's not going to make a huge difference. So
I genuinely have no idea who anyone is, but I'm thinking, let's take the.
no, you get to sorry, you get to choose whether you want to go first in this one
Oh.
or if you want to go first in the next one.
You know what? I'll go first in the next one.
All right. So then I go first.
Yeah.
We will be starting with the red tribe. We'll try to say their names as we pick them. You'll
Yeah.
have to match it up to the other cast photos since we don't have them lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
So for red tribe, I am between two. We'll start with the red tribe if I didn't say
Do
that.
you want to talk me through it, or do you want to just
Sure,
say
I'll-
yours and wait for me?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with Janani, who was the one with the really big smile in the
Ooh,
middle.
the
of the
really
cast
big.
photo.
You know what? I was really tempted to go for
Yeah?
her.
All right.
Yeah, she looks very friendly. I feel like she'll do well. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Right.
go for. I'm so tempted to just be like, screw it, Nerd Prime. But I just feel like he's gonna. I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna go
He
pre-jury.
looks like a pre-jury nerd.
Yeah. It's giving who is that? Daniel from 43.
Oh, Daniel, yeah. Daniel was
yeah,
42.
and Zach.
Zach was also 42.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
Zach and Daniel combined.
Hmm.
Like,
oh my gosh,
I
yeah, the
feel like he
hairstyle.
yeah. Oh no, I love Nerd Prime. I don't want to do him like this. I'm gonna do it. Drew. Come on, Drew.
Nerd Prime? Alright.
That's his name, Nerd Prime.
Alright. There you go.
He looks like, You know what? I was like, let's leave him. And then I was like, yeah, we can wait until the end and neither of us are going to draft him. Perfect. And then I realized that if neither of us are going to draft him, he's going to do really well. So I was like, right, Nerd Prime.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So I went first for the red tribe.
So
So
I go
you
first
you
here.
can go first for the blue tribe.
All right. I'm going to take the friendly looking lady in the middle whose name I don't know. Katura.
Mm,
Katura?
Okay.
Katura?
Yeah, something like that. We're not great at
She
pronouncing names
looks
here, but
she looks friendly.
yeah,
Yes. We'll find out after episode 1 how to say the
yeah.
ones we're
When they
less
say it in
familiar
episode
with.
one. All
Yeah.
right. Now you see, I thought you might have gone with Bruce because you had Bruce for 44, but obviously that didn't work out
Mm.
then.
Well, that's the
Um,
thing. You kind of ruined me, unfortunately.
yeah. All right. So I'm between two again, but I think I'm
You can
gonna
talk me
go.
through it
Yeah, I
if
mean
you want.
Bruce is in consideration just because like I don't think he's gonna be the first one out at least. Um,
Yeah.
but I think Nerd Prime definitely kind in my opinion does look like a pre-jury nerd. Nerd
Yeah.
2.0, I think I think he can go far. I'm gonna go with Nerd 2.0.
Ah.
His name is
Oh my
his
gosh.
name is Brandon Meyer. He is my pick from the Blue Tribe.
You know what? I thought his name was Nerd too. I'll
Nerd
be
2, I forgot what
honest.
it was.
It's the Battle of the Nerds.
The Battle of the Nerds. Which of them will be the king of the nerds?
I'm so excited. I love that they always cast like the most stereotypical looking nerd. Imagine these guys come along and we've been like calling them nerds the whole time. And it's like they're the most like jockey guys ever. Like they're like
Yeah.
sports, and they not a brain cell between them.
They're very scrawny. Like I don't know what sport. Maybe they're like I don't know what sport. They could be like a random sport. Like they're not like unfit, but they're both very skinny and
Just like me for
yeah.
real. Nerd solidarity.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to say for the red tribe, I was between the one I picked and Nerd Prime, but now
Ah,
when you mentioned it, I do think he does look like a pre-jury nerd.
he
So we'll
does.
see.
He really does look like a pre-jury.
All right.
But you know what? If he survives the pre-jury, this man is winning,
Oh,
you know?
totally. Yeah.
Like he's cooking something under there and I'm ready to find out. Yeah, the last tribe, the yellow
The
bunch.
yellow
They do look
tribe.
friendly.
I get
I am gonna
first.
absolutely bag Brandon.
It is my turn to pick.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is. Damn it. No, it's not.
Which one is Brandon? Oh, that guy. Okay.
No,
I don't think
no.
I'll steal him from you. To be honest, nobody
If you
stood
would
out
have
for me from
chosen
the
him,
yellow
he's
tribe as
yours.
much. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
Yeah. That was very bad of me. My apologies.
I will let you have Brandon, but
Okay.
I think I don't know. I
You
think
don't
I'm
have
gonna
to
go.
let me have Brandon.
No, I think I'm gonna go with Caleb, Afro guy. I don't
Nice.
know what it is, but he does stand out to me a bit. Maybe it's the Afro, but um, I think he can.
Yeah.
I don't know. He seems like he's got a good demeanor, and I think he could
Yeah,
do
no,
well.
he definitely is giving good vibes.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right. So who are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
make a
pick, Lucy?
controversial choice here. Controversial choice. Hannah.
Did you just try to like get me off of Brandon or something?
No,
Right.
so I was genuinely gonna go for Brandon, but then
Uh-huh.
while you were picking yours, I had a little think about it, and I thought, you know what?
Mm.
Brandon might not win, but I feel like Brandon's gonna be fairly like he's giving like Kane vibes just looking at him, like a little bit
He's a
like
combination
geeky.
of Kane and Yam Yam.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? That's gonna equal out to like 6th place, right? Which I don't think is
Sure.
gonna be enough to win the first impression draft, but he's gonna
Uh-huh.
slay in my cast assessment and I get first pick there. So
Ooh, so you're saying he's gonna be your first pick for your cast assessment? Is
yes,
that what
he
you're
is,
saying?
I think.
All right.
Unless we read his
Interesting.
page and he's like, I don't know what Survivor is. I've never played in my life.
Yeah. All right.
Never watched it in my life. So
Well,
there we go. Shall we
reviewing our
recap?
picks. Yeah, recap. I've got Janani, Brandon, not the blue Brandon. I think I saw on something that he might go by Brando, so we'll see about that.
Oh, there's
And
two of
then
them.
Caleb.
You're right.
Yeah. So, all right, and who do you have?
Let me have a look at the wiki.
The wiki
Oh
says
yeah, yours is
Brando.
Brando.
Yeah,
Yours is Brando.
Brando. I love that
Okay.
name.
That is cool.
All right,
Nah, he's
who's on
not a
your?
nerd anymore. He is
No,
the
he's
new
still.
jock. Like, what up, Brando? You know?
Yeah. All right. Who's on? Who? Tell or review who's on your first impression team.
Yeah, so I've got Nerd Prime, Drew Basile.
Yeah,
Uh,
something like that.
I've got, I've
I have.
got
Yeah.
Katura Tops, and I've got Hannah Rose. Hannah
All right.
Rose sounds like such a like made up name. Like it's like yes, my like a book character, you know?
hmm Yeah. Now that you mentioned it.
That's what maybe she's the main character, which is why
Totally.
she's in my first impression draft. She's going to win.
All right.
It's
Well,
official.
with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at their interviews for our first impression people.
Yes, okay.
We'll start with Janani. Apparently her stage name is J Maya.
Okay.
So I don't know if she's gonna
Stage
go by
name?
that. Stage name? But yeah,
Stage
her
name?
occupation is a singer. She's 24.
Oh.
She lives in Los Angeles, California. Um, she sees Survivor as like a quest, and she's always dreamed of being on it since she saw it. Okay, one life experience that's prepared her for the game. A couple years ago, she took the biggest risk of her life. She turned down early admission to Harvard Law School in order to pursue a career as a singer-songwriter. So she's been the person who's been
slay.
like expected to be like, oh, I have to be a lawyer, I have to do this. She's been expecting that her whole life, facing pressure from her family community, but she decided to live her life on her own terms, and she's a singer songwriter now, or I guess a singer. I haven't. She's a yeah singer songwriter. Okay.
Slay.
Previous player she identifies as Parvati. She also adores Mary Ann's game. Um, Favorite hobbies: reading, running, pickup soccer, crossword puzzling, and punning. Oh my gosh! Her pet peeve: slow walkers. But only if they take up the entire sidewalk. I can fully
She's so
understand
right.
that. Oh my
She's so
gosh.
real. Oh my gosh.
I am
Like,
glad I picked her.
it's okay if they're leaving space because you can
hmm
just walk past them, but
Yeah.
if they take up the entire sidewalk,
hmm
then no, you can't get past.
Or especially if they're in a group. Like, yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
the
college
worst.
student, so there's like a lot of people
Oh
here.
no.
And like if they're walking in a group, then there's uh, and they're going slow and I can't pass. Like there's no you can walk at whatever speed you want as a person, but don't block faster people. Um, yeah, I appreciate her pet peeve. Um, Her proudest accomplishment is being able to build a career for herself in the mainstream music industry as an Indian American woman and independent artist. Something we wouldn't know from looking at her. I wonder if she ran a marathon. No, that was the theme last year. You probably wouldn't be able to. She's the youngest international pun championships award winner in history.
I
Huh.
love that for her. She'll probably
Okay.
be very funny.
Yeah. Let's see. Her
There you
grandma was
go.
one of the first people to be on Mount Everest. She's adaptable. Oh, that's it. I feel like yeah. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Yeah, really happy with that.
Are we moving on to
Yeah. Tell us about
Nerd
Nerd
Prime?
Prime.
Well, I am ready to tell you about Nerd Prime, also known as Drew. Now, this guy's called Drew, not Andrew, so he's already got a nickname. So it's just like Brando, you know?
Yep. That
Like
changes
Drew
all
and
the name.
Brando.
And
Yeah.
just to be clear, to all the Drews, the Brandos, the Nerd Primes, the Nerds 2.0s that are listening, it is perfectly okay to be a nerd. We are not like making fun of Drew here. We fully support his
I'll
lifestyle.
be honest,
And
out of everyone on this cast, I can probably relate to Drew most. Like,
yeah,
you probably are similar. Like, I
all
feel like
right.
we're both pretty nerdy people. Like,
Yeah, Lucy and I are also big nerds. So
Yeah, like I
yeah.
feel like if you were on Survivor, you would be the nerd of the season.
I would not be
I'm
Nerd Prime.
sorry.
I would be closer to Nerd
You would
2.0. I don't look like
have
Nerd
okay,
Prime.
I feel like you think you're nerd 2.0.
Hey, hey, hey. I I would totally I would like I would lean into the nerd stuff on Survivor, but like I would not be Nerd Prime.
We are literally here making
I
a
like to think of
podcast
myself
about Survivor.
I like to think of myself more like Carson. Like and
Yeah, no,
yeah.
you are definitely more of a Carson
Mhm. But
with
I
the
don't know if
build
he
of
was a
Nerd
Nerd
Prime.
Prime, but I feel like no, I feel like I have the build of Nerd 2.0. I anyways, let's go ahead and keep talking about Drew.
Yes, he's from Birmingham, but not the British one. Devastating.
Mhm.
He's currently living in Philadelphia. He's a grad student. Um, he has worked hard building himself up into who he is today, and his growth was motivated in part by watching Survivor. We love that. He moved to Philadelphia during the pandemic. Um, and oh, that's interesting. So making his sales experience, he's a salesman. You can't trust a
Oh.
salesman. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
So
god.
so you have to make a connection in the first 10 seconds or you're out of luck. I
Hmm,
am with him on that. He is actually
interesting.
very socially aware. Huge.
Yeah.
I knew Nerd Prime was a good choice. Um, he values loyalty and experience in an alliance partner. He loves trivia. He's done a
And
trivia
Scrabble
championship.
and writing Nerd Prime. Oh,
Mm,
sorry, I thought you were talking. Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah. His hobbies
yeah,
include Scrabble.
yeah,
Yeah.
Scrabble and
Okay.
writing. And
Mhm.
something we would never know from looking at him is that he has nerdy accomplishments. But in high school, he was elected secretary of the student body by
Oh
his peers.
wow.
You know what? I never would have known that.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not
Oh, bless him.
surprised.
That's something
Like
he's very aware that he looks like the most
he
stereotypical, like,
knows he's Nerd
nerd.
Prime. Yeah.
Like, he's very aware, and that's the thing, that self-awareness is also going to lead to, like, game awareness.
Oh,
Like,
for
he's going to
sure.
be aware of, like, what he's doing. I
Mhm.
actually think this guy's going to go
Yeah.
under the radar.
You think he
I
might
am
beat Nerd
very happy with
2.0?
this pick.
Yeah.
I
All right.
think he's going to be like Carson.
I will say the salesman thing. Yeah. Good science.
Yeah. He's a salesman, or at least has
Mhm.
salesman experience, and is
Yeah.
very self-aware. And, like,
Hmm.
that combined, he's going to read everyone like a book while
Hmm.
looking like the some nerd. You
Exactly.
know?
Yeah, I agree.
So there we go. Oh, but he does mention he has a weak physical game. So just as long as he gets past these first few rounds,
Hmm.
which is exactly what I said,
Yeah. No, you
he's in
said if
it to
he's
win
not
it.
pre-jury, he'll yeah. All right.
There we go.
Well, all right. Who's next? Next is Nerd 2.0. Um,
Brando.
Brando, not Brandon. Brando. All right. Let's
Oh,
see
he
what
looks so
Brandon's got.
sweet.
He's yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah. Look at him.
Oh.
All right. He's 23. He's from California, but he currently lives in Washington. He's a software developer, so he's not a sports player, fortunately. Um, he's Survivor's been a dream. Um, when he was 16, he weighed almost 200 pounds and struggled with self-confidence issues. And he started running 3 miles every night. And within a year, he was 50 pounds lighter. I was going to say, he looked very skinny. So that's interesting. He identifies with David Wright. Favorite hobbies, he loves running, disc golf, baseball, and Pokemon Go. And puns! And puns! Like,
Puns.
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 Like, nobody mentioned puns last year. Him and Janani and
This is the
Jay Maya.
puns year.
Yeah, everyone's going to talk about
Survivor
puns.
40 pun, not 45. That was terrible. I'm sorry.
That was, yeah,
Oh, but he likes Pokemon Go. I love
yep,
this guy.
yeah. He does like sports. He's a baseball guy and disc golf. Yeah. Mm. His pet peeve is when someone takes the urinal directly next to you, despite plenty of others being open. Yeah,
Yes.
that's
I
fair.
mean, I can't relate to that, but I can very. It's like when you sit down somewhere and someone, like on a bus, and someone comes and
Exactly.
sits right next to you, and you're like, "Excuse me."
Hmm. He published his own book, his own children's book, that is. What we wouldn't know from just looking at him, he's a massive baseball fan. Um, the Mariners are his favorite team. He doesn't eat sushi, which he says is his biggest sin as a half Japanese man. Um,
That's fine.
Otherwise, yeah, no, yeah, I don't like sushi either. I'm not half Japanese, but I still don't like sushi. Yeah. All right, yeah.
All right,
Pretty happy
Katsura.
with him. All right.
She is now currently living in Brooklyn, New York. Civil rights attorney.
Hmm.
She is calculated, determined, and calculating, determined, and unexpected. And she believes that doing things that scare the crap out of you is truly living.
Nice.
Oh, she is a black person, she's a woman, she's a queer person, and she's grown up in poverty. So she'll be very used to like not having much. So
Mhm.
I feel like she's gonna be one of those players that like there's always some who like really do not mind about the lack of food. I feel like she's gonna be one of those, you know? Like
Yeah.
not having like a really comfortable luxury bed or whatever. Like she's not gonna
Hmm.
mind losing the luxuries.
Yeah.
Um and I think that'll mean she can keep her head in the game quite well.
Hmm.
So that's good. And she speaks French.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh, and her biggest inspiration is her as a child.
Oh.
That that is oh that's
Aw.
everything. Love
Yeah.
that. And she
Nice.
says that she'll be the sole survivor because she's been preparing for it for life even when she didn't realize it. It's
Hmm.
like I love this woman immediately. Like,
Nice. Yeah.
yes.
Also, you
Again,
skipped
I feel
over
like I
it.
made some really solid picks. Yeah, sorry.
Her
I may have jumped.
one of her pet peeves, slow walkers. We got another one.
Da, da, da.
Nice. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, I am also enjoying my draft so far. I'm not like concerned about any of my picks really.
Yeah.
Next is Caleb
Oh, he's
Gebrewol.
just below.
Yeah, he's just
Just
below.
scroll down.
Look at us with our alphabetical picks. Oh, he's a Canada guy. Okay, so he's from Vancouver, Canada.
Oh my god,
He's
I
just.
love his trousers. Look at his trousers.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, they do look cool for anyone who's not seeing what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Um, he's a software salesperson. Um, he yeah, he's Survivor. Um, apparently $1 million USD goes even further in Canada. He was a lifeguard at 17 until he started a painting business, which he ran for university to pay for school. He knows basketball, travel, trying new things, friend-related activities, and trouble. His pet peeves are people with no sense of humor, or people who talk about wanting things but won't do anything about it. Let's see. He's lived in 27 countries, Fiji being number 28, apparently. Um,
Wow.
yeah,
So he is another one who's gonna be very good at the like survival aspect. Because, you know, when you travel to places, you often have to end up like, you know, not
yeah,
having a
just,
lot with you
mhm,
and like
yeah,
hauling all your stuff around and maybe like not having familiar food and stuff. So he's gonna be
hmm
very good at that.
yeah. One more thing, I want to read this verbatim. For Why Will You Be Sole Survivor? He says, "I've never been qualified for anything I've done, so why not me? Whether getting my first job at 13 by lying and saying I was 16, to slinging pizzas, starting a painting biz, and having never picked up a brush, or working in software sales, I've never had the resume, but I always figure it out and bring my entire personality. I expect the best in Survivor." I love that for him.
Wow.
That's awesome. Um, like that's just iconic. Yeah.
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 Wow.
Very happy with my draft. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, good
Last
picks.
person.
My main character, Hannah Rose.
Hmm.
Um, so she's Baltimore City, Maryland. She's
Okay.
a therapist.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's
What was Carolyn's occupation?
drug counselor.
Okay.
That's
So
very similar, right?
yeah. Anyways,
Like
continue.
helping people through things they're
Yeah.
struggling with.
Yeah.
Okay. She wants to push herself as much as she can. Survivor is her favorite show. Awesome. She's a sleepaway summer camp counselor, living
Oh,
with sometimes difficult personalities, intense competition, and feeling like their family away from home. She wants someone who she can tell is authentic and able to have fun. This is sounding very Carolyn.
yeah.
She likes musical theatre. What is Peloton?
Peloton, I believe it's like an exercise bike that's like super
Ah, okay.
expensive and a subscription service, but like it has like a little TV
Whoa.
on it, and they have like, you know how sometimes people like direct biking sessions, or I don't know.
Oh,
They have like
I'm with you.
videos of that, and they can do like classes and live stuff and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, she likes
She doesn't like
exercise
loud
bikes.
chewing.
Okay, fair enough.
She doesn't like loud chewing and narcissist types.
Hmm.
She's proud of getting sober when she was 20 years old.
Whoa, that's something Carolyn did. No.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, no, I actually love this. Like
yeah,
the similarities here, because
yeah,
Carolyn was
there are similarities
possibly
for
my
sure.
overall favorite from 44. So
44.
like yeah. So I
Hmm.
feel like Hannah, I'm gonna like her if they're similar in personality.
Yeah.
Um, she'll be the sole survivor because she can read the room or the island, pick up cues, lay low when she needs to, but be cutthroat when the time comes. She can do it while being as real as possible and bringing comedic relief.
More
Slay.
puns?
I think we've made some really solid.
I think
Oh my
we've got
gosh,
a solid group.
we have got a very solid. Okay,
Yeah.
what
All
now
right.
then?
Well, now we are gonna close off this episode. Thank
Ooh,
you for listening to the special premiere week episode, part one, draft cast assessment from Reality Check for Dan and Lucy of Survivor 45. I made that title extremely
yeah, you
long
did.
on purpose. That was on purpose. That was with intention. The extravaganza. Um,
Nerd prime.
shut up. Thank you for listening. There will be another episode finishing off this draft tomorrow, whatever tomorrow is, and I just hit my funny bone. That won't be in the cut, or it might. I don't know. Anyways, there will be another episode tomorrow where we where we look at the other 12 cast members and draft 5 each for our remaining cast assessment draft. Thank you for listening. This has been Reality Check. See you next time.